Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly video. And oh man, it's been a good week for Diecast. Seriously. Awesome. So I have a ton of stuff to show you. Not all of which we're going to open in the second segment as we do usually, just because, well, one, for time's sake, and some of the stuff is duplicate stuff that I'm just, well, I'll explain it as we go along. All right. Anyway, today I went to basically Walmart around my lunchtime at work. Just ran over to Walmart, and happened to be they had just put out a shipper that was, whatever, two sides. There was another collector there I knew. Shout out to Daniel. And we both went through this shipper, and all of a sudden he pulls a super out of it. And I'm like, that's awesome, dude. Whatever, he pulled a super. I'm looking through another section, and I pull a super. And we both pulled one of these right here. Super Camaro ZL1 with the red lipped rim on the card. So if you didn't know already, it's already been hyped on Lamley, right? This card is, I guess, rare. I don't know really how rare it is, but it was an early production run of these supers, I guess, because these supers were originally supposed to have a red-lipped rim. I really wish they would have kept it. I think that super would look pretty sharp with a red lip on that rim instead of chrome. But anyway, the card variation stuck through, I guess, some amount of production. I don't really know how rare it is. They do fetch a pretty penny on the old eBay, and sorry how you feel about it or whatever, but that's where this is right now. It is on my eBay. And it is because I'm just gonna, instead of having that, I'd rather have the cash to, get stuff that I really like and want. And you guys know I'm not a cardboard collector, so it really doesn't make sense for me to keep that, okay? And I'm not going to trade it just because, whatever. Let's just put it this way. I could use the cash. All right, so that's what's happening to it. So take it or leave it. Love it or hate it. All right. Anyway, moving on from that, that's not the only cool thing. Definitely not the only cool thing this week at all. I also got some mail from the Toy Pimp. So if you guys don't know who he is, I've never actually ordered from him before. My buddy Crazy Todd has quite a few times. The Toy Pimp on Instagram. I don't know if he sells on Facebook or anything, but anyway, I got these two items. Now, I actually ordered two of this new Testarossa, this Ferrari Testarossa from Tomica. It's a Tomica Premium, and he accidentally sent me someone else's order, which he sent me this and a Skyline. He had a deal on these. If you ordered two, you got a little bit of a price break. So I actually ordered two of this because I wanted one for my buddy Suresh, and he ended up sending me an R32 on accident instead of two of these. Anyway, doesn't matter. He's making it right, and he's going to send me another one of these. And I told him I would totally keep this, whatever, we could figure out something for the other one. And anyway, enough said. He's sending me the other one. But coincidentally, I ended up with one of these, which I didn't intend of having. I did already open both of these and take a look at them, and they're pretty sweet. And we're going to take a look at those close up in the second segment. I'll go ahead and get these, this R32 and this Testarossa, which, by the way, it's got pop-up headlights. That is pretty cool. We'll take a look at those in the second segment. So, long story there, but awesome cars to take a look at. Also today, well, I was talking to Heavy Metal 164 on the phone, I think last week, whatever, the other night, just chatting about diecast and whatnot. He's like, hey, there's an auto art, you can get auto art Ford GT for cheap on eBay right now. And I'm like, really? With free shipping? I think it was $11.99, so I had to go pick that up. So I picked that up, and that actually just came in the mail today. So we are definitely going to take a look at that. This is something I really wanted, and was surprised to find it that inexpensively. So it's the second auto art piece I've ever had in my collection. I'm definitely going to open that up. We're definitely going to take a look at it. So that's cool. In other mail, I got mail from Hot Wheels themselves, from Mattel. Got my Target mail-in. You You guys, I mailed in for this for the cost of a stamp instead of sending a package because I used 5-pack UPCs and 1 card back. That was a good way to do it. So I think if there's good 5-packs out there, that's the way I'm always going to do it, if it's feasible. So this is a van, of course. I love vans. We will be opening this in the second segment, so that's going to be another cool item. And then I also got some mail, well, 2 different packages. I got mail from, and this has been really a cool week for Auto World. I know I haven't shown any yet, but a lot of this, what was coming up here is a lot of Auto World. I got mail from Paul Roselle, who we did kind of like a 3-way trade. Well, actually, I got something from Lamar Fashion, hashtag free the peace, and had him send it Paul's way, and in turn, Paul sent me this Ultra Red. So I was missing this one. This is from Deluxe Series 1, the very first series from Auto World Deluxe. So I think it dates back, what's the production date on this? 2013. This is actually the last one that I needed for that set. So now I have a complete set. This will be featured in another video. So I don't think I'm going to, oh, maybe I'll show it close up, depends. But we got a lot to look at in the second segment. But either way, this is going to be featured in another video when I show the complete series of Deluxe Series 1 from Auto World. So excited to check that off the list. And then he also sent me a couple extras, one being this Forza Lambo, which yes, I did already have, Paul, but no problems, awesome. And then this, which is totally sweet, and we will take a close look at it. This is a Matchbox Porsche 911. And I don't know what year this variation came out. Again, Matchbox is tough to date. Maybe this will show up in a vintage Matchbox Monday in the future. So check out those videos, of course, if you haven't. But really, really cool, minty, older Matchbox. I'm not sure what date it's from, but it is awesome and was a very cool extra to find in that package. You did not need to send any extras. And then I also did a trade slash, well, it was cash plus these 2 cars. I got rid of one of my 240Zs, the red RLC ones, to @Diecast210 on Instagram, so check him out. He traded me 2 Ultra Reds and gave me some cash for that piece. And these are the 2 Ultra Reds. These are from Deluxe, well, they're from 2017 Deluxe Release 1, not to be confused with the release that this comes from. Ironically now, I'm only missing 1 car from this set, and it's this car, but not this car. It's the variation that would be found in this set, so it's slightly different. So I'm only missing 1 more car, and he'll probably find it, because for some reason these are showing up at like a grocery store in his area, and that's crazy because they haven't shown up anywhere around here. So this is the, I've gotten 3 Ultra Reds from, or 4. I've gotten 4 from that series from him. I got 1 from one other person. I think it might have been the Hot Wheels Hunter I got the other one from. But anyway, so then I got 4 from him. And then there's only 1 more I'm missing, and then I'll have that complete series as well. All right, so there's that. And then lastly, but definitely not least, I got to visit SC Diecast this week. They're in a town that is approximately like an hour-and-a-half drive from here, where I live. He comes up to my weekly meets, which is cool, but they do. It's a married couple anyway, Lindsay and Scott. So shout out to you guys. You guys are just fantastic people. I finally got to check out their shop, and it was overwhelming, especially the fact that they had a like 4-foot section of Auto World. And I should start by showing you right off the front. I found this. May not look very significant to you, but it is very significant to me because this is the last regular release, meaning non-Ultra Red release that I needed to complete my Auto World collection. So this and the 2 hobby exclusives I'm about to show you that just came out makes my collection 100% complete for the premium release, deluxe release, and licensed premium release. So we're not counting True LE, and I'm also not counting the initial release of Indy cars that they did, which I don't have any of those, and I should get all of them. I should just get all of them. I think there's 6 of them. I don't have them, any of them. I don't think they'll be that tough to get, but this is the final piece that I was missing, and it was sitting right there. So that's awesome. So I was so happy to find that right away, and then of course I had to start looking through more Auto World. I ended up picking, you know, just a few kind of cool duplicates, some decent ones, but you know, I got a couple of cool dupes there. We won't look at these in the second segment. You know, nothing to write home about, but some pretty cool Auto World to find. Just sitting there. So that was pretty sweet, and I'm actually going to get some more from them because there was some more just sitting there that they're going to bring up for me hopefully this Saturday. So my meet is this Saturday, by the way. Local Diecast meet here is Saturday, and I'm excited for that. That stuff will of course be seen in the next video. It's Thursday, by the way, and this video will be released on Saturday, as it usually happens nowadays. All right, and then they hooked me up with the newest hobby release. So here is a hobby release of the Ford Mustang Mach-1. These are limited to 2016. And then here is the Ultra Red of it. You know what? I think we are going to open these in the second segment. And then here's the other one. Chevy Chevelle SS. Chevy Chevelle Ultra Red. All right, so cool thing about these, well, interesting thing about these is they didn't come up with set A and set Bs for these hobby releases. They're only set A's. I mean, there's no set B. There's just the regular version and the Ultra Red, which is 3% of the production line of 2016. So that's kind of cool. Now, you will notice with these hobby releases, they typically are releasing a car that is actually found in one of the in-store releases from the same year. And actually, the Chevelle, this is the second hobby release of this Chevelle that they've come out with this year. Now, I'm guessing the reason is because they need to make a certain amount of these castings to make it cost effective, and then they're just splitting them up in releases. So they're having some that are going the in-store release, a different color that will be a hobby exclusive, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. But anyway, happy to have these, and happy for the great deal that was given on them. And then there's more stuff, actually a significant amount more. One Johnny Lightning piece. Got it because it was weird. You just don't see this car. This is a 1976 Dodge Aspen RT. We'll open it. We'll take a look at it. Second segment. Gosh, we're going to have to kind of, I don't know. Should we open these? Now I'm kind of struggling because we're going to have a lot to look at. I don't want this video to be like an hour, but we'll see what happens. Then there's this guy here, A-Team van. I guess I should probably just stop talking and show you this stuff. So A-Team Hitch and Tow, GL Muscle. This is the only one I really wanted from that series, so I had to pick up that. This is a new tooling from Greenlight, the 67 Chevy Camaro Z28. So they haven't done a 67 Camaro up until now, which is actually kind of surprising. This is an older Greenlight, 2008 Dodge Charger Daytona. I just thought it looked really nice with those in Black Bandit with those chrome lipped rims. And this is an older series of Black Bandit. This is from, actually, this might be a hobby exclusive. No, it isn't. It's Series 3. Yeah, Series 3 from Black Bandit. So I had to pick that up. That just caught my eye, and I had to grab it. And then I got some Motor World cars. Some pretty cool ones at that. Started with these two. Volkswagen Beetle. RS. Lamborghini Gallardo. Awesome. This Mercedes SLS AMG, very cool. This Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, pretty neat. And then this 1953 Cadillac Eldorado, pretty cool too. So that's awesome. Really glad to get those. And now that I'm looking at this stuff, guys, I don't think I'm going to open up this Auto World in the second segment, so don't stay tuned if you wanted to see that. You know, I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? Well, I guess you're just gonna have to stay tuned to find out. But there's definitely not room for all of this. And some of it I can put in other videos. Whatever, that's enough talking. Let's take a look at some diecast up close. All right, let's take a look at some stuff here. We're starting out with this Ford GT from Auto Art. Here's a quick peek at the box, just in case you were curious. That's what it looks like. Auto Art, of course, I think basically is well known for their larger scale vehicles. They don't have a ton out in 164, but the ones they do are pretty cool. The other one I've got is a Porsche, which I'm not going to grab that out for this, but it is also red, coincidentally. But here is your Ford GT. I've already unscrewed it from the base. They come in these with this nice acrylic case. Looks like that. Very cool. It doesn't clip in or anything, which is kind of nice. Auto Art right there. Much nicer than an M2 box. Pretty much on par with like the Auto World ones that you'd get with the licensed premium models that used to be out. But this thing is great. I mean, it's not a great roller, but that's okay. Let's zoom in on it. Like, they're not joking. It's very detailed. You got the disc brakes in there, which I think they're not as sophisticated as the Greenlight ones because they do rotate. Yeah, this one's actually got rubber tires. Not all of the Auto Art 164 scale actually has rubber tires, but this one, man, just no slouch with detail. It looks very good. Look at the headlight detail in there. You can check that out. Looks awesome. The wheels are awesome. The tail lights are awesome. The detail by that motor is really cool. The base is pretty plain, but I mean, that's normal for the actual car. This is a plastic base, which really makes no difference to me. The body, of course, is metal, and it is a beauty. That is really nice. That's got to be the nicest die-cast 164 scale version of the Ford GT. Not talking GT40. This is the Ford GT. Just really excellent. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I don't know how many this seller has left, but this is definitely worth picking up off of eBay. So just search Auto Art Ford GT, and you should hopefully find it if there's still some left, and grab it off of that seller. Fast shipping, pretty fast shipping, and just wow. What an excellent little vehicle. So if you're a fan of the Ford GT, I highly recommend you pick this piece up. It is a really cool one, and very glad to add it to my collection. Next up, we're going to just take a quick look. I believe, yeah, this is the only Hot Wheel in the video. For you Hot Wheels fans and van fans, shout out to that van guy. We're going to go ahead and take this out of the Protecto. Won't be needing that anymore. Maybe I'll use that to ship my Camaro. It's actually one of the nice ones too, because, real quick aside, sorry to spend time on this, but this actually has the extra room in the corners, so it doesn't mash up the corners of a regular mainline car. So Super Treasure Hunt would fit really nicely in here without any issues, which is cool. And then here is your collector edition, Target collector edition, Hot Wheels GMC panel van. Cool van. It is the van casting that was used for the 18 van. And it still maintains its brush guard out there in front. The little lights up on top. And it's pretty cool. I like vans, so right, I was excited to see this one. Now again, and I've mentioned this before, and just look at the printing though on this, okay? My question to Mattel is, what are you thinking, Mattel? What are you thinking? What are you thinking using like a dot matrix low resolution print type for your graphics on the side of these cars? I just don't think that cuts it. How much money are you saving by doing that? Probably not much. But look at that. It's fuzzy. Okay? I don't know what you guys think about that, but like if you look at older cars like drag strip demons and stuff like that, the printing on there is much higher quality, or higher resolution, I should say.
I mean, it's high quality, right? I mean, the colors are pretty vibrant and whatnot, but it does look like, I don't know, it was printed on like a bubble jet printer or something. So that's kind of disappointing, but the color is nice. It is a translucent red. Of course, it's all metal construction. This one says made in Malaysia. Wheels are cool. Overall, it's cool looking. It will go good with the gasser. It's got a number 4 in it, so I guess it's the 4th one. Or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how they number those, and I don't think they come out in order anyway, so whatever, what have you. But, yeah, there's that. I guess don't need to spend too much time looking at that. We're already at 5 minutes here. Jeez. All right. Next up, we'll take a look at this Porsche real quick. I didn't bring out the Ultra Red. That will be featured in another video, but this was sent from Paul Roselle. Very cool Porsche casting. And we'll probably, you know, I've got a bunch of variations of this casting. Not this one, though. So that is really cool, and really cool to add to my Porsche collection. Thank you very much, Paul. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this Nissan Skyline GTR from Tomica Premium. So these come in boxes, of course. They come with some, I actually just, I showed, I think, a Porsche. Anyway, they're not 1/64 scale perfectly. They're all scaled a little bit differently. This is actually 1/62 scale. Comes with that. No idea. And then it's in this little plastic bag. And the bag is not sealed at all, so they're easy to just pull right out. And here's a quick look at this R32 Skyline. So it's a neat little piece. It's definitely a neat little piece. So it's really cool I got to add this to the collection unintentionally. Shout out to the Toy Pimp. So this one's got painted tail lights, but detail there. And it's got lensed headlights and like turn signals, which look quite good. It's got suspension, as most Tomica models do. The wheels and tires are plastic, but I mean, pretty much the best looking plastic tires you can possibly get. And this has opening doors, an opening doors feature, which usually I'm not a huge fan of. But I don't think anybody really does it much better than Tomica. So paint job's pretty cool. Metal flake, dark charcoal gray, and I think that's a cool looking car. So you JDM guys, what do you think about this version of this car? Do you like it? I mean, is this something that you're interested in and pick it up, or do you just collect Hot Wheels? You know, so I think if you like this kind of stuff, you definitely have to go with some import diecast. Next up, this is the one I was really excited about, the Ferrari Testarossa. Mostly the exciting thing about this is, you know, it was Matchbox Group that had the exclusive license. Now this tells you something that you're seeing this in Tomica Premium line. That kind of tells you that I don't think Matchbox Group or Maisto has the corner on the 1/64 scale Ferrari market any longer. So this is definitely exciting to see. It is definitely a Ferrari official product due to this holographic sticker. And it is definitely a cool version of this car. What a cool one. Again, same basic construction as the other one that we just looked at. It does have plastic wheels. It does have suspension. It has a plastic base, but metal body. And yes, it's got a little switch down there that pops up the headlights. How cool is that? I mean, that is neat to have in a diecast car. I'm sorry, but that is really cool. Some people don't really like these Tomica Premiums. They just don't like them because they have plastic tires and whatnot. But I mean, to me, that really doesn't matter. I mean, they are very well done. They are not perfect 1/64 scale, but they're close. I mean, this is 1/61 scale, so you know, it's a little bigger, I guess, than it should be, but I mean, look at it. It's awesome. I mean, these obviously roll well. They're on plastic tires, and the fact that they have little moving parts and stuff like that. I mean, this is a premium piece of diecast. It is really cool. I don't have a lot of these. I've only got a couple. I think I got a Porsche and I got a Lambo, and they're really, really cool. So there's that. All right, so next up, But by the way, we're definitely not going to end up looking at any Auto World, I don't think. Even though I did complete the set, and that's awesome. Shout out to SC Diecast again, but those will be featured in other videos, so stay tuned for those. I should do a video of all the complete set of Auto World regular releases, and I probably will do that. The problem is they're not all loose right now, and I don't have room for all of them to be loose right now. But how about this thing? This Dodge Aspen. What? Who does a Dodge Aspen? Well, that would be Johnny Lightning. Of course, Johnny Lightning is kind of known for this, doing these oddball cars that you don't really see in any other brand. This one's got a plastic base, but it does have rubber tires with tread. Nice roller, actually. Cool little color. It's got detail. You know, it's got an opening hood. Not very much detail in there, but I mean that's neat, right? What do you Mopar guys think of this car? I just think it's cool because it's odd, you know. I don't even know if I knew that what a Dodge Aspen looked like off the top of my head until I seen this vehicle. So I had to have it. It just caught my eye. It's just one of those cars that's like, okay, what is this? This is pretty cool, and I'm gonna get it. So that'll be a nice little addition to my Johnny Lightning collection. And then after this, we're gonna pretty much look at Greenlight. What should we do first? Let's do this real quick. So this is and I know you've probably seen this on another channel, so we're not gonna spend a lot of time on it, but it is the A-Team Hollywood Hitch and Tow Series 5, the A-Team. Gigantic clamshell packaging. Although even if your loose collectors are loose, it is nice to kind of save this packaging, because you can definitely, if you need to move or something like that, you can use this packaging to kind of pack it back up nicely and not have to worry about it getting damaged in transit. Of course, you know the reason I got it was this. But we'll take a look at the truck and trailer. And of course it comes with that little trailer jack thing there. We don't need to really look at that though, do we? No. So it comes with A-Team trailer and this cool truck. This truck is pretty awesome. It's got a little extra rubber on one of these wheels, which is okay. Yeah, I ranted about Greenlight, and yeah, I'm still buying Greenlight. But as you will see coming up, I gravitate towards the older stuff. All right, so, but this was too neat to pass up. A-Team trailer. This back of this trailer should open. I really don't want to spend time on the trailer though. The trailers I'm not really after, but it comes with a set. Oh, and it is weathered, by the way, and that makes sense when we get into the van. And it's got giant bullet holes in it. And then this is the cool Chevy Silverado, and it's pretty awesome. It's an awesome truck. Lifted, and looks great in this in the color scheme it's in. And then you have got some rolling issues, of course. Greenlight. Why would we not? We got one tire that's kind of funky. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. Well, I fixed it a little bit. But here is the A-Team van. This is just a sweet van casting. How could you not like it? Very cool. Very, very cool. And then I just brought out the regular one. A lot of people were like, well, what's the difference between these two? Travis Heavy Metal 164, he did show it on his channel. But the difference is this one is a bit dirty and weathered and has bullet holes in the side, as you can see. And bullet holes in the back. They didn't weather it all that much. It's kind of subtle. It's maybe not that visible on camera, but in person, it definitely is like, it has a dusty look to it. Even the windshield does. Which is kind of hard to see on camera, much more obvious in person. And just a cool looking van. I had to get it. I wanted to get every variation of this van, so I had to have it, and happy to have it. All right, so there's a quick look at that. And next up, we'll stick with some new Greenlight real quick before we get into the older stuff. This is the 67, complete with a hair. There might have been that hair from that last video. All right, so 1967 Chevy Camaro Z28. I had to get this one when I saw it. It's in that older kind of red Gulf. It's a Gulf Camaro, Gulf livery. Seen this on both Heavy Metal 164's channel and just recently on Joe Motor's channel and the Motor Hood. If you guys don't know who that guy is, you need to figure that one out, because he doesn't post videos very often lately, but has some of the best videos. Just the best looking camera too, and he has lots of great commentary on the cars that he shows. So Joe Motor, check him out, Joe Motor 49. So this car, of course it doesn't roll. Of course there's issues with the tires. I'm sure it's fixable, but nonetheless irritating. And then Golf logo in the headlights, which is really cool. I am glad that they did a version of this casting. The M2 of this car, I think, looks not very good at all. So I'm glad to see a premium one from Greenlight. Would be really cool. I guess it would be cool if Auto World did it. Not that they really need to, because there's enough 67 Camaros out there. But this thing is just cool in this racing livery, and it just looks cool. So I had to have it. I had to put it in the collection out of all those. And hopefully I can just kind of fix these tires so it sits a little bit better and yada, yada, yada. All right. Moving on, we got older Greenlight. This is the Dodge Charger Daytona RT from Black Bandit Series 3. So this is an older one. Copyright date is 2009. So kind of almost 10 years old. So you know old Greenlights from one attribute right there, which is the green front post. This is number 388. They only made 4,250 of these, and it's great. It rolls very smoothly. It looks awesome, and I'm not a fan of this car in real life at all, but I had to get this one. And when I saw it, it does have painted detail up front. Those are not lensed. It also has painted detail in the rear, but no matter, because it looks really good. And I just love the wheels on this thing. I think the wheels look great. Hood probably opens, I'm assuming. Well, and I'm not going to force it and try to get at it, but I'm sure there's some detail under there. I would love to show it to you, but I'm not going to sit here and try to get it open for you. So, what do you think about this? I think it looks good, and you'll notice it rolls. It's quality. This is quality. This is quality Greenlight. That's why I'm kind of gravitating towards, I'm trying to kind of pick up older Greenlight, put some older Greenlight in the collection. So this qualifies. All right. So lastly, we're going to go through some Greenlight Motor World, but these are older Motor Worlds, and they are kind of interesting. So this is the Volkswagen Beetle RSI. I don't think this was ever released in a premium Greenlight. So this is Motor World Speed Series. I don't know which actual series this is. Collectall 3, Series 3. So it is definitely an older one. This is copyright date 2011. Did not have this tooling for Greenlight in my collection, so I had to have it. Most of these are former high-speed castings. I don't really know exactly what that means. Travis, Heavy Metal 164, will be able to tell you. This one does have lens detail, though, in the headlights and the taillights. It's got an extra piece for the wing. The wheels look great. Not a fan of the new Beetle in real life either, but this casting is actually quite nice, I must say. It is very nice. What do you think about that one? And it rolls fantastically well. So that is a cool piece right there. All right, so there's that. And next up, we're going to take a look at this Mercedes SLS AMG. This one's not quite as old. This is from Motor World Series 7. Copyright date is 2011, so it's not exactly new either. Rolls fantastic. It's got lens detail up front. It's got lens detail in the back. Here's take a look at the base. Color's pretty dark. It's like a midnight blue, I guess you would call it. A little paint flaw up here. I think I could actually take a fingernail and scrape that off, though. That's trim paint, I think. Like that silver trim paint that got spattered onto here. The wheels look pretty good. Glad to add this little tooling to my collection. So yeah, even if it's a high-speed casting or whatever, not a straight-up Greenlight Premium casting, I still want like an example of every one. It's kind of how I'm collecting Greenlight. So, done buying variations of the Volkswagens. And this is more what I'm going to go after because it just makes more sense to me. All right, so that's that one. And then sticking with Mercedes for one moment, this is the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. Cool car. Big one. So what series is this from? This is from Series 3. So same series as that VW. It's a chunky casting. It does have a plastic base, but it's got rubber tires. Pretty cool. I should say too, this series, this Motor World series of these high-speed castings are not true 1/64 scale. And I don't think Greenlight always is true 1/64 scale. A lot of the times they are accurately scaled, but they don't like necessarily claim to be true to scale. And I know that these Motor World ones are not. But just a cool example of this casting, so I'm glad to have it in the collection, just to have one example of it. And it's an ambulance, which is kind of neat. And I don't know, it's basic. I mean, it's got tampoed headlights, tampoed tail, tampos all around. No lenses or anything like that, but it is well detailed, and it's a good example of this piece, of this tooling. All right, and then this Cadillac Eldorado. So this is kind of cool. This is from Series 5, so it's a fairly older one. So this one, again, plastic base, got rubber tires. Again, it rolls like a dream, and looks pretty awesome. Got good detail. I mean, it's basic. There's no lensed detail, but I think it looks very good. And just cool to get an example of this into the collection. What you think about that? I think it looks pretty cool. So glad to have that Cadillac in the collection. It's a casting that you don't see from them anymore. At least I haven't seen it ever, really, until I've seen that one. And then this Lamborghini Gallardo. They definitely don't do this one anymore. This is, I think, also from that, 3 series, Series 3. So this one is, when I saw this one, I was like, yes, I wanted this casting. So I was really happy to pick it up. And then yellow is a good color for it too. Rolls good. This one's awesome. It actually has the lens detail all the way around, front and back. Really cool. So I decided, last week, I think it was last week, I got the Gallardo Kyosho from Travis, Heavy Metal 164. So I had to trade 20 green lights for it. No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. But I just wanted to bring it out to compare Kyosho to this older Motor World casting. And let me tell you, there ain't much different about it. Size-wise, I think they're pretty much identical. Size-wise. There is some slight differences. So detail on the side, you do get side markers on the Kyosho. The wheels look pretty much identical. I mean, this bit looks pretty close. There's a little bit more detail in the side glass piece because you get this little pillar right here that's missing from that one. They both have window trim though. That one has a black mirror, painted black mirror. This one does not. The mirrors themselves are definitely more detailed on the Kyosho than just sticking out like this. The front of the car looks pretty close to the same. You each got lens details for the headlights, and they are set in there in a way like where you actually can see how the headlight is built on the inside, kind of that. It's gonna be hard to show. On the back though, you get these black lines here that kind of show that this is a vent. You don't get it on the Kyosho, which doesn't really matter because in true 1/64 scale, I mean, that would not show up. as being black there. It just looked like white, but still a really cool detail that Greenlight added. And then the tail lights are pretty much, very much the same or similar. They're a little bit different in the way that they're done. I almost think this is, no, it's not two separate pieces, but it's definitely done like almost like a co-mold, where this one is the red and then it's a silver stripe that's painted over the top, so not quite as true detail as the Kyosho, but very close, and they do pull it off quite well. And other than that, I mean, the rear looks pretty close too. Base-wise, there's your Kyosho Gardo. Here's the other one. I mean, there's not much to write home about in either one of these bases, which doesn't really matter. They both are plastic-based cars. Greenlight rolls a bit better than the squeaky Kyosho. I don't know. They're both really good-looking, cool little cars. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I am sorry I didn't show you any of the Auto World stuff close up. We'll have to open those up in their own little separate videos. And that's going to be it. So we looked at some really cool stuff close up. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This Testarossa is just fantastic. I mean, it's just really, really cool. So I'm glad to have that to the collection. That might be my, aside from the Auto World stuff I picked up, this might be the favorite car of the week for me. I just think it's so cool that those headlights pop up. Come on, that's awesome. All right, so that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching another week. Enjoy your week, and tune into my other videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, check out my playlist and all that good stuff. Thank you very much, and have a good day.